Hello everyone, we'll now show you a new setup workflow. Here we open web interface of our app. Check MetaMask. Press connect. We can choose the wallet to connect. Here we enter number smart contract. Previously it was dashboard. Here I entered new address, new ID token. I'm waiting to download the image. Here's new and not yet wrapped NFT. We can choose different sets. Here I set commission for every transaction. And next step, I choose royalty in percents from this commission. Here I choose fee and block to be collected before we can unwrap the NFT. Here we see is dropped to dashboard. NFT is now in cache. To wait for approve. Now we can do something new on the screen. And transaction of approve has changed. We'll change the status of NFT. Approve is done. Send the wrap transaction. Transaction is in process. We see the status on NFC plate. Here we see success screen. We go to dashboard. On dashboard we saw all NFTs. Here we'll do the second NFT with another details. Here's the new NFT. Let's make some collateral, additional settings, commission, percent of royalty. Here we'll choose time to unwrap. Then approve this function. We here see our old NFTs here on dashboard. See on the below one that it can be unwrapped. Waiting for approve. Now we execute wrap. Here is okay now. We go to dashboard. We see all NFTs to download from blockchain. Here we see two last ones wrapped NFTs. Here we see why we can't unwrap it now. Here's the initial state. We'll now execute the third wrap. I refresh the cache as if I'm just new to the site. New address, contract, UID, choose wallet. Then here we see the image of our NFT. We can wrap it. I decide not to wrap it, and just to look it on the dashboard. if I did nothing with it. I just looked at it, and there is no settings down, you see. And then we'll go to make the next step. I just check another NFT. Refresh the screen. Just looking at another NFT. Downloading. Is my new beautiful NFT. Choose the collateral. Additional settings we are doing now. These royalties. Unlock. I mean the collateral we should achieve. Which is just one function. Here we see it on dashboard. Continue. Here we are proof. I just decided not to make it. Just we want to check if it stays in our dashboard. We'll go enter there. Here it is in our dashboard. It stays as if I tried to make an action with it. We just can continue wrap. All settings are set to 0. Just we choose fee unlock. Just make attention on the original NFT it was 1.4. Here we execute wrap. As we see the status. As the wrap is executed, just to imitate the situation when we collect collateral, the commission I mean on every transaction. We'll do in several transactions in and out. Just wait to finish. Here we see the success screen. I go to dashboard. I can make transactions on dashboard wrapped NFT. As if we should make several, we just use console for this. We see that we should collect this amount of Nifty to let the unwrap function executed. There were scripts I have prepared beforehand, and I make transactions from one account to another. And every time I will be commission charged in the interface of transaction. The first transaction I made from here. Just copy the address, one of the addresses. Write an account, and just copy it and make transfer to it. Transfer. Waiting for transfer status. Open MetaMask, and now the transaction is being executed. The transaction is finished now. And now back in collateral. We don't see this collateral because it's transferred to another address. We know the address where we transferred. Now we go to console and make it on the back transfer. Here you see. Trying to transfer it back. One transaction, the transaction is finished. Here could be a mistake because I didn't improve in the console. Let's have a look. I'm waiting. And here we see the collected collateral inside 86.4. Here we see exception because I didn't make the proof. I decided to unwrap it immediately, as we have passed the amount of collateral we should achieve, and we now can unwrap. It would be interesting to look at the transaction of unwrap. We see here that commissions are collected at 86,400. Now we'll wait for the transaction to execute and look at it. Here it shows what we have get from the inside. NFT, collateral, fees, royalties. Now we go to either scan. Here it is, raw transaction. I transferred original NFT to our smart contract. Use test NFT. And there was minted wrapped NFT. Renew it. Here we see transfers. Here we see unwrap. It's interesting, take a look. Here we see the original NFT is back to current owner. We see that the wrapped NFT is burnt. We see the ether transferred. And here we see 86.4 Nifty. And get to the current owner.